Hi, and welcome to another morning meditation. Regardless of your religious or spiritual beliefs, you can't deny that this weekend is the winter solstice. Whether you choose to celebrate it in some way or just recognize that the dance the earth, the sun, the moon have together is constant, it's dependable, and it's there. So, what ways can we use the energy of this time, or just the fact that it is our longest night, um, to our advantage? Well, I like to think because of how it falls in our calendar year that it's a good time for reflection, of looking back over 2025. Did we reach the goals that we set out for ourselves? Are there some that perhaps we still want and perhaps need to think of ways to manifest them in the upcoming year or set to the side for a little while? There's still things we want. There's still things we want in our life, but sometimes circumstances and situations come up where we realize that, yeah, that's achievable, that's something I want, but not right, the timing isn't right for it. Something happened that we realize that this isn't quite the time for that. And then there are some that sounded good in January, and then for whatever reasons, we realized this isn't for me. This is not something that I want after all. And that's totally fine. That's part of the journey, that's part of learning. If you have to constantly fight like you're going against the current to make something work, like constantly, then you need to sit back and reflect. Is this the time for it? Is it meant for me? Is there another direction I need to be going? Because when you go with the flow of the universe and allow things in universal time, then you will see the possibilities. Sometimes it's a matter of we need to learn something first that will help us on our journey to meet our goal. So don't be too disappointed, but you do need to take that time for reflection in order to really tell if where we need to go next. So we'll do that today. I can't believe that just 1 week from today is Christmas. For those who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I know this weekend I'm gathering with friends for the Yule festival, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's a fun time. So is Christmas. We do that too. Any holiday, what the heck, eh? And then we have the New Year after that. So it is a busy time. But you important to set that time aside for yourself as well for that, like I said, reflection and goal setting into the new year. Where do you want your headspace to be into that new year? All right, are you ready now? This will be, I guess, one of our last meditations because tomorrow is Friday, which means messages from Spirit, and those messages will be ones that will guide us into the new year. I just want to, with that in mind, put out there again that Mindful Journey will be closed for the holidays. I'm seeing people next Monday, the 22nd, but then I am closed after that until January 2nd. There won't be any morning meditations. You will have links to my YouTube channel, though. Keep up the meditating. You need it this time of year more than anything. And if you want to book into January, you can go ahead and do that now. Actually, I advise that now because I am having spaces taken up for those private sessions. For those of you who may be interested in having a group come into your home and you'd like me to come in and do readings, reach out. We can discuss the availability, pricing, all those sorts of things. It's a nice time of year to do that when we into the winter weather, and sometimes we want something to do after the Christmas time. So, and it's a good to go into the new year with perhaps a reading and insight as to directions that you maybe should follow. All right, so let's get on. I'll shut up now with this part of it and carry on with our meditation. So make yourself comfortable as you normally do and gently close your eyes, taking your awareness inward. Being aware of your breath. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose, and ever so gently exhale. Feel your body automatically relax as you breathe in deeply again. As you exhale this time, feel your shoulders drop. Allow the muscles to soften. Breathe in deeply again. And exhale. Allow that feeling of relaxation to flow through your body. And just breathe at a pace that's comfortable for you. We each have our own rhythm. Just be aware of what yours is. Even say to yourself, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. So your whole focus is on your breath. With every exhalation, you feel the muscles in your body soften. Tension and stress being released. Breathing out pain and toxins. And it feels so good. Continue to breathe. Now imagine that you're in a beautiful valley. Perhaps off in the distance there are some low rising hills. And before you is a lake. You walk down and make yourself comfortable near the water's edge. It's the winter time, and it's just before dawn. There's a quietness around you, as though all the birds and animals have gone into their homes and into the woods to prepare for the long winter's night. You notice that there is a bonfire burning brightly by the water's edge. And there are some rocks placed around it that you can sit on. And there's a nice blanket right there. How wonderful that someone has prepared such a place for you to be. So you make yourself comfortable near the fire, wrapping the blanket around you, looking out over the water, and you see the sun beginning to set. Its reflection in the lake, ripples of pinks and blues across the sky and reflected in the water. Beautiful here. You're just here with your thoughts. And you realize on this winter solstice, it is almost time for another year to end, and definitely a cycle is closing. So you begin to reflect upon the past year, not with judgment, but just observation. Can you remember what goals you set for yourself way back in January? Were there things that you wanted to manifest? Were you able to manifest those things, and what did you learn from the process? Sometimes it's that process where our lessons are kept. Those are the things that we needed the most, even more than what our goal was. Are you able to look at things from 2025 with gratitude? Even those difficult times or perhaps losses that you went through, can you be thankful for the time you had with loved ones? For perhaps the adventures you were able to take? Can you be grateful for the changes that you worked through? You're here now. What lessons did you learn? And as you do this, the sun begins to set, reminding you that all these things are in your past. You've gained valuable experiences and lessons from them all. But now a cycle is closed. Darkness is around you, but in a good way. Darkness brings with it rest. It brings with it the knowledge that the sun will rise again. But for now, it is time to rest. You look across the water, and it's hard to tell where the water ends and the sky begins. Countless numbers of stars begin to pop through the darkness, reflecting in the water. Your fire burns brightly. Large white snowflakes begin to fall. It's beautiful here. Now is the time for you to think about what it is you wish to manifest. Recognize where you are right now, at this moment. This is a moment that you have charge of. And it starts with your thoughts. Being grateful for our past, grateful for our present. You're here. A new day. A new year is approaching. What things do you want to see happen in your life? Can you picture those in your mind? Envision it in your mind's eye first. Create it there. Be open to receive the opportunities that help you to manifest this idea. Remember to see yourself as though you've already reached your goal. The universe will provide you the path to follow to make it so, if you are open to follow that path. What is it that you see? You take this stillness, this darkness, as a time of reflection, goal setting, manifesting. It is your time. And you sit here throughout the night in this stillness. The fire begins to burn down. And soon the sun will rise again, behind you this time, coming up. And it'll be time for you to come back. So you stand up, leave your blanket on the rock beside the burning fire. You turn around and you see the sky beginning to light up from the rising sun. And you make your way back home, full of gratitude and hope. And you breathe in, feeling how relaxed your body has become, how much better and clearer your mind is, having taken this few short moments for reflection. Come back to this place again and again. You'll be surprised at what clarity comes to you. Now take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Breathe in again and exhale. And when you are ready, open your eyes, finding yourself back in your space. I encourage you to write down your goals if you can, if you feel comfortable in doing that. It helps to take them from the mind onto a page. It's like you're making a contract with yourself. This is a busy time of year, regardless of what you celebrate. Just the confusion sometimes of everyone around you can be a bit overwhelming. But it is the perfect time to use the winter solstice as the earth spends its longest time in darkness. Don't look at that as a bad thing, but rather a completion of a cycle and a time for you to reflect on the past year and to prepare your goals that you wish to manifest in the new year. Until tomorrow, for messages from Spirit, namaste.